Yo guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mo. So today we are going to be talking about treatment, acoustical treatment that is, and we are going to do that for this room. I have one panel that's already done, and I'm going to show you how I made that. But let's talk a little bit about the treatment. Let's put that right there. So this room I made a couple months ago. This is essentially our YouTube room. This is where we're going to be making our vlogs, tutorials. My wife's side is right there. This is my side. So yeah, we only have one room to spare in the house, and so we're sharing it for now. But one of the things that I've noticed, well, we both noticed when we were making our videos, was that the sound quality it wasn't bad, but it sounded a little echoey, just because, I mean, realistically, this is a 10 feet by 12 feet room. So ceiling height is about 7.5 feet, almost near 8. So being that a boxy square room, a smaller room, you're gonna get echo like everywhere. So to solve that, I've done some research, and I'm gonna be doing acoustical treatment. So for this, you're going to need a few things. You are going to need tape. It's a double-sided tape by Scotch. Little Velcro strip thing. I think that's what they are. Damage-free hanging. They're kind of like hard Velcro by Command 3M. I put this away a little bit earlier, but this is going to be something you may or may not need. I used it because for one thing, and that's for ceiling treatment. I'll get to that in a minute. And pair of scissors, grab that from the kitchen to cut these. And your choice of foam. I went with black and white. In the beginning, I was kind of like, oh, these are smaller, but it worked in my favor because if you look at this, try to show my face. But if you look at this, what it is it's essentially 9 of them. Actually, no, not 12 of them. Sorry. So I ordered 36. So this is 12. So that was a perfect fit. And being a photographer, I've bought these foam boards. These are pretty thick. I bought these foam boards because what I wanted to do was, instead of hanging pictures on frame, I wanted to put pictures on this and essentially use something like that. So never really used those. I ended up making a lot of canvases for shows and whatnot, but I've never used these, and these been sitting in my parents' house for maybe like 4 or 5 years, maybe even 6 years. So I'm glad they still were there, and I'm glad I remembered them, because this made things a lot easier. So let's talk about one thing. Why didn't I just stick these on the wall directly? Kind of, can you see it? Like that. And you know, I could have done that. I could have put the little sticky things behind it. Well, why didn't I do that? Couple reasons. Because this is gonna save me in a couple of ways. Being that my wife sits right there, her audio, the way direction, everything works is totally different than when I sit here. So for me, I have closer walls. She faces this way, literally this way. So there is less, she's got more space, a little bit further space from the wall. So essentially the way I thought was that if I make this portable, I can just hang it anywhere. Which actually this one is gonna go right here. This wall, I actually had this picture frame here. But essentially, I moved this 2 days ago to here just because I like the way this looks better than what was here before. And I've decided that I could put 2 panels here. So I'm going to see how that works along with the ceiling. Actually, let me bring you the ceiling one. These are one large piece of foam. It's, what is it, 20 by 48 or 24 by 48, something like that. And I used paper board that it came with to attach that to it. I use this to make that. But again, we'll get to that in a minute, and why I did that and whatnot. So let me show you how I made this. Very simple. I've already made one. I'm going to make one on screen, and then essentially I'm going to put them on the locations and see if the audio gets better. So let's get to that. Let's grab this one. Take this out. These are thick. By the way, I got these from AeroZoom. I saw someone talk about these being really good and quality was amazing and this and that. And we'll see. I don't know. These are 2-inch foam. The big ones that I got, those are also 2-inch foam, which I picked up from Amazon. The reason I did that was this came from Hong Kong, so it's definitely Chinese made. It took 3 to 4 weeks to get here, and I didn't want to wait for the ceiling one that long, so I ended up getting those on Amazon, 2-day shipping, and that's that. It did come with foam. I'm sorry, it did come with double-sided tape, but it was very skinny. I put one on, it was just pain in the ass. So I yanked that off, went to Home Depot, or actually, sorry, to Walmart, picked these up. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let's get started. Just gonna put one right here. Right here. And I realized once you put one of them in, you don't have to keep moving foam back and forth, just so you kind of get an idea where it's the grid, how it's gonna make, and you know, essentially that's that. Just press it a little bit, but these are pretty sturdy. I mean, well, sticky. I've made that about a week ago. Got really busy with work, so I didn't get to make this video. So here we are, making it today. And I've been helping my wife with her YouTube channel. So I've essentially been pushing my stuff back. I went to get this started about 5 months ago. And here we are. It's September. Yeah. Decided it's time to start making mine. All right, so the first foam is gonna go you can do that, it just pops right off, no issues whatsoever. On to the second one. So yeah, you don't have to keep putting foam there. At least not as many times as you did with the first one. Essentially, you could draw grids if you wanted to, if it made things easier for you. I don't really care to. So that's that. By the way, how do you guys feel about all these TV shows on Netflix? I've never got into it. I've always been, I've always watched shows on TV itself. Never really got into the whole, I don't know, the Amazon, the Hulu, and you know, Netflix or whatnot. But I don't know, what shows are you guys watching nowadays? I watch very little shows. Recently I started watching a show called This Is Us. I wasn't really paying much attention. I didn't even know about it. My wife turned it on. I was essentially laying down on the sofa next to her, and in the beginning I was like, grab some more foam. Essentially I was like, what is this? You know, the story was all over the place. I mean, I was literally half asleep and just kept opening my eye and just kept trying to like see like what's going on. And I have no idea what I saw throughout the entire thing. And it kept bouncing between different characters and different stories. And I was like, what is this? It's very confusing. And then came the ending. That last scene just totally blew me away. I was like, holy crap, this is basically a story about these three characters and three siblings and, you know, the parents and all that stuff. I got hooked. Binged it in less than 2 weeks, both season 1 and 2. My wife was like, yeah, we're gonna watch this together. And I was like, yeah, sure, we are. And I did, season 1. And then most of season 2 we watched together. I have a habit of staying up late. I'm talking about real late, 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, because I'm usually editing wedding pictures or videos. And I do like to stay up late just because I feel like I'm more proactive that way. I get more things done. And right now, 11 o'clock. So yeah. And it doesn't really matter because I don't really have any windows in this room anyway, so it doesn't really matter where I make it. It'll still be pretty consistent in the room, at least. So yeah, I ended up staying up and I finished my work and I was like, what do? Don't feel like sleeping? Started watching the show. And within about 5-6 hours, I was done. Saw the entire season 2. Told my wife, she's like, what? How could you do this? It's like I stabbed her in the back or something. Like, how could you watch this thing without me? Blah, blah, blah. I thought we were going to watch it together. And I was like, we did. But I'll watch it again with you, you know. So, anyway, that was the show that I watched. Before that, I used to watch House. Honestly, that was my all-time. By the way, you got to kind of move these around. I feel like sometimes they're not exact square. That might just be me. Okay, let me see. Yeah, so anyway, just that maybe I've been doing it too quickly and I should slow down. But we're gonna continue with it. So yeah, I was saying House. Man, we used to love that show. And loved it so much. Damn, yo, this thing just keeps making noise. This is my little, I don't know if you guys can see my little table lamp here. I feel like every time I touch it, it's just, anyway, whatever. So yeah, I watched House so religiously that when the show ended, I didn't watch the last 6 episodes. I just never wanted it to end. And, you know, I think it just ended too quickly. I wasn't ready for it. And, you know, with all the stupid crap that was going on with employees and even the actors and the pay and all that stuff, I get where they're coming from, but I was just like, nah, man, I can't. I don't want it to end. So in my head, I just didn't want it to end. Simple as that. So, yeah, gonna stand up a little bit, maybe out of the. Yeah, so that's that. I used to watch Prison Break. Really, really liked that show just because it really got me hooked to all the stuff that was going on in it. But Yeah. Then they got canceled, and then years later, what was it, last year or earlier this year, Prison Break came back. Dude, I was so happy. They were talking about it being what, a test run, just to see how things would go and if they were gonna remake, continue to make it. I hope they do, because I feel like that's one of those stories that they could evolve into stuff. I don't know how many times can they break out of prison, but I think there's more to it. Kind of like Fast and the Furious, where they evolved so much throughout the series and whatnot. By the way, I have met Vin Diesel. Talking about Fast and the Furious, I have met Vin Diesel, the nicest guy, or the nicest actor in the planet. Don't know if you guys had any experience with meeting Vin Diesel, but I did in Miami. Dude was so nice. Not only was he super humble, but also he was just, I don't know, like the way he the way he talked to you and stuff, he made you feel welcome. It wasn't like, oh yeah, leave me alone. He was eating dinner with Sammy Sosa, who I found out after they walked out. The waiter was like, hey, there's Sammy Sosa. Do you want to take pictures with him? I was like, wait, what? I don't care about Sammy Sosa. I don't follow baseball or sports that much, unless it's cricket. Don't know if you know what that is, but if you do, yeah. Anywho, so essentially, I'm sitting here, Vin Diesel, literally, but 6 to 8 feet away from me. Same restaurant, this is Miami, what do? I don't want to approach the guy while he's having dinner. So waited till the very end, eventually approached him. He, super nice guy, talked about a couple of things here and there. Didn't want to bother him too much. So I was like, all right, it was really nice meeting you. Thank you so much. Love your movies, whatnot. Sat back down. Now, the thing that impressed the hell out of me was that when he was leaving, exit is that way. I'm sitting here. He's sitting over there. Could have left. When he was leaving, he literally walked up to the table, came around the entire table, and he looked at me and he was like, hey man, it was really nice meeting you. I hope I see you around. That just did it for me. I was like, hell yeah, you're gonna see me around. I'll watch all your movies. So ever since then, never missed any of his movies. Just, yeah, my little story about Vin Diesel. Funny thing, I'm gonna pull this up real quick. Where is this? I took a screenshot of something. I don't know how much he, I guess, does his Facebook, but this, I'm just gonna hold it here. You guys can zoom in, whatever. 2009. I just saw this in my Facebook message where it was in the awaiting approval. April 10, 2009. I took a screenshot of this because I was going through my Facebook messages last week because apparently some client messaged me there and I didn't even know, and I saw that. Whatever. He sent a message. I want to thank you again personally for all the kind words. You have touched me with your kindness. I'm new to this Facebook thing, so bear with me as I try to upload one of my favorite pictures from production. Definitely from the Vin Diesel page. I don't know if he sends stuff or if it's just people that sends it. I know some celebrities, they take care of their own stuff. Some celebrities, they have people doing their things. I don't know. Well, it blew me away when I saw it, though. I'll tell you that. Gotta tell my wife. She doesn't even know about this. So, Yeah. By the way, I think some of these tape or things I've been cutting it too much because when I made that one, I was able to use one and got away with using one for each board, and I am out. So luckily I have 4 more to do on this one. I'm gonna not make as larger strips, but how about this? I'm gonna switch this around. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna shut up for the rest of this, and I'm gonna probably speed ramp it. So I'm just gonna stay quiet and just do what I'm doing. All right, I am done, and here's the final product. So yeah, that's 2, and I'm gonna get to doing the 3rd one. I'm gonna turn this off and come right back in however minutes, 5, 6, 10, 15. Got all this done, so I'm back. So this is it, 1, 2, and 3. So like I was saying, essentially 1 is gonna go right here, 1 is gonna go right here, and I'm debating if I'm gonna put the 3rd one there or not, or if I'm gonna leave it loose, because like I was saying, when my wife makes her video there, I actually have it kind of like how I have it on the wall. I actually just have it on the tripod just in front of her, so that I'm gonna see how that works, and then once I put the ceiling ones, I'll definitely have an idea of how that sounds, and if that sounds good, I'm gonna leave it as is. If I feel like no, I'm gonna need some more, then I'm gonna go ahead and order. I'm actually gonna go ahead and order the rest from AirZoom. I'll put their link below. The reason for that is I want these to be the same, and I don't want to order these off of Amazon like I did with that, just because I don't want mismatch. So last step is those little sticky things. You know, you just put that in the back, and yeah, that's that. Fold that in. All right, so let's hang this one up here. I think I'm gonna see if this comes on my screen. It does. So essentially what I'm going to So for the 3rd one, I'm debating if I should put it here or if I should leave it loose for the time being, because I have to check. I gotta check the audio and see where it is. Yeah, so onto the ceiling panels. But before I put that there, I'm going to talk about why I made the ceiling panels the way I did. So let me grab one and we can talk. All right. So as I was saying earlier, I sprayed adhesive on this, and this is what I did. Why did I do it? Because when it's going on the ceiling, one, it's pain in the ass to hang it because it's just hard. Second, even then with these strips, what was happening was that it's kind of like a bubble. Not really a bubble. Yeah, I guess. It was just some places were kind of just like hanging. It wasn't straight. So I decided I'm gonna do it this way, and should work much better than it did earlier. If you can spray it and put it up there, by all means go for it. I just didn't feel like spraying anything. Even then it would have been a pain in the butt for something this big. You can always go with smaller tiles like these and see how that works out for you. But this is the route I went with, and this works for me. So give me a minute, let me tape all this, and we will go ahead and put them on. Alright guys, so I am back. It's done, and I can already tell the difference right now. I don't know about you guys, but the entire video I'm gonna have, the entire audio is gonna be unedited. So from the beginning to the end, you guys can tell what it sounds like, and if you notice a difference. I do. So I've got the 2 panels here, I've got 2 panels there. Unfortunately, the ones on there aren't as symmetrical as these two because I guess the light isn't centered in the room. So I thought I'd have more space. I didn't. So I had to make it like a T right now. Let's see what I'll do. Maybe I'll get these size, the 10 by 10, and fill in the gap. I gotta check what the size is. It might be 12 by 12, but either way, I think I'll be able to fill in the gaps. And if that's the case, it'll be a very square, symmetrical looking box. But this one looks good. So this is here, that's there. This one I'm gonna leave it like this on the table resting because of the fact that, again, like I said, I want to put it there when my wife makes her video. I am gonna go ahead and purchase some more that I'm gonna put on this wall where this is right now. And for here, we'll move things around, or we're gonna test it out when she sits there, either later today or sometime tomorrow. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Oh wait, one second. Unboxing video coming up next week as well, because I just got this. If you guys want to see that video, please subscribe, and you'll be seeing that. And then the week after, or in a couple of weeks, I believe the GoPro 7 is launching. So when that comes out, I already have it ordered or pre-ordered for pickup on Sunday the 30th. So finger crossed, I'm gonna go pick that up and do a comparison video with GoPro 6 Black and the 7 Black, which I'm super excited about. So please hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have anything that you want to talk about or ask, or any suggestions I have or you have for me as far as the whole the setup goes, please let me know. Again, thank you very much. Catch you later. Take care. Peace.